Ever feel like she's sending you signals, but you just can't decode them? What if her body's already told you everything you need to know? In this video, I'm breaking down 8 silent body language signs that mean she's desiring you. By the end, you'll know exactly what to watch for and how to recognize when she wants you. From lingering eye contact to those accidental touches, let's dive into the subtle ways she's showing you she's into you, even without saying a word. You ever notice when her eyes seem to linger just a little too long on you? Yeah, that's no accident. Let me tell you about the first silent sign she desires you: the prolonged gaze. Her eyes don't just look at you, they hold you. That kind of gaze feels deliberate, doesn't it? Her pupils might even dilate, a little biological reaction she can't control. And if she blinks slower than usual, like the moment stretching out, well, congratulations, you've got her undivided attention. Picture this. You're at a cafe, minding your business, scrolling on your phone. Then you look up and catch her staring. Instead of darting her eyes away, she holds your gaze for a beat longer than necessary. Maybe she even adds a soft, knowing smile. That's not just being polite, it's desire, written all over her face. Why does this work? Eye contact triggers a part of our brain tied to pleasure. It's the same neural reward system that lights up when we taste chocolate. And if you meet her gaze confidently, you're telling her, "I see you too." And trust me, if her eyes are saying that much, just wait till her hands start talking. 2. The subtle self-touch. Watch closely. Is she playing with her hair, tracing her collarbone, or maybe brushing her lips while she's talking to you? That's not random, it's her body whispering, "Notice me." Here's a scene for you. You're at a dinner party. You crack a joke and she laughs, but as she does, her fingers slide up to tuck her hair behind her ear. Harmless gesture? Maybe. But more likely it's her unconscious way of drawing your eyes to her. Psychologically, this is all about self-adornment. She's highlighting her most attractive features without even realizing it. The neck, lips, collarbone. These are areas she instinctively knows will catch your attention. But if you think that's subtle, just wait until she starts closing the gap. 3. The lean in. When she wants you, she won't just sit back and let the moment come to her. She'll come to you. The lean in is her way of bridging the space between you two. Picture it. You're sitting at a cozy bar, the conversation flowing. Suddenly, she shifts forward, resting her elbows on the table, her face just a little closer to yours. She's not leaning in to hear you better. She's leaning in to feel you better. Here's why this matters. Personal space is sacred. When someone willingly steps into yours, it's a sign of trust and attraction. She's literally trying to get closer to you, physically and emotionally, but leaning in is just the warm-up. When she touches you, even accidentally, that's when things get real. 4. The light, intentional touch. You know what I'm talking about, the playful tap on your arm, the brush of her fingers as she hands you something, the accidental bump of her knee under the table. These aren't coincidences. They're calculated moves. Imagine this. You're walking her to her car after a great evening. You crack a joke, and she places her hand on your arm, laughing. It's warm. It's deliberate. It lingers just long enough to send a message. Touch is powerful. It releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which creates connection and trust. And when her touch lingers, that's not just trust. That's an invitation. Think that's all? Oh no, my friend, the best signs are still ahead. Keep watching. You're going to see how she's been flirting with you all along. Silently. All right, so we've covered her eyes, her hands, her lean, and her touch. But desire isn't just about what she's doing. It's about how she's positioning herself. Let's get into the next sign. 5. Mirroring your movements. Ever feel like she's your reflection? When a woman desires you silently, she'll subconsciously copy your movements. If you lean back, she leans back. If you sip your drink, she picks hers up too. It's like a subtle dance, and she's matching your rhythm without even realizing it. Picture this. You're sitting across from her at a coffee shop. You rest your chin on your hand, and moments later, she does the same. You cross your legs, and a beat later, so does she. Coincidence? Hardly. She's syncing up with you on a deeper, almost primal level. The psychology. Mirroring creates rapport and connection. It's something we all do when we feel comfortable or attracted to someone. Her body is saying, I'm with you. But mirroring's just the start. The next sign? It's all about how she holds her ground when you get close. 6. Standing her ground. Let's talk proximity. When a woman desires you, she won't shy away from being in your space. In fact, she'll hold her ground, even lean in when you step closer. If you're standing face to face, she might angle her body slightly toward you, her feet pointing in your direction. That's her way of saying, I'm here and I'm interested. Imagine this. You're at a party, the music's loud, and you lean in to say something in her ear. She doesn't flinch, pull away, or lean back. Instead, she stays right there, letting the moment linger. That's not just polite, it's bold. The psychology. Body orientation speaks volumes. If her body is aligned with yours, she's fully engaged. And if she's comfortable with you being in her personal space, that's silent desire at its finest. But proximity's one thing. The way she positions her body when she's sitting with you, that's next level. 7. Open body language. A woman who's into you won't sit all closed off. Instead, she'll open up, literally. Her arms won't be crossed. Her legs might be uncrossed or angled toward you, and her posture will feel relaxed and inviting. Picture this. You're both on a couch, watching a movie. Her body isn't turned away or stiff. Instead, she's angled toward you, her hands resting loosely on her lap. Maybe her legs are even tucked up slightly closer to you. This openness isn't just comfort, it's attraction. Here's the psychology behind this. Open body language is an unconscious signal of trust and interest. She's saying, I feel safe with you, and maybe even, I want more of this. And if her posture's giving you hints, wait until you notice the next sign, her voice. It's not what she's saying, but how she says it. 8. The playful tone. When a woman is into you, her voice changes. It gets softer, warmer, or even a little teasing. She might laugh at your jokes, yes, even the bad ones, or use a playful tone that draws you in. It's not about what she's saying, it's about the way her voice dances when she talks to you. Imagine this. You're telling her a ridiculous story, and instead of rolling her eyes, she leans in with a giggle and says, "Oh, you're so funny." Her tone is light, almost musical, and you can feel the flirtation dripping from her words. So what's the science behind this? Studies show that people alter their vocal pitch when they're attracted to someone. It's a subconscious way of signaling interest. Her playful tone is her way of keeping the energy exciting and drawing you closer. So there you have it. Her body's telling a story, her tone is sealing the deal, and her signals. They're yours to decode. Now the question is, are you paying attention? If you've ever missed a signal, or think you have got them all figured out, drop a comment below. What's the one body language sign that's thrown you off before? Or better yet, do you think you're good at spotting desire? Or have you been clueless this whole time? Let's hear it. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because trust me, this is just the beginning of leveling up your game.